So I've been very privileged and lucky to witness and be in the presence of many, many different presentations all around the world, from small businesses right up to large multinationals in different countries around the world. And some of the underlying, let's say, overlapping complaints that happen all the time are usually to do with something that the speaker is saying. Not what they're doing or how they look, but what they're saying. So I'm going to jump straight into the slides. It happens to coincide beautifully with what a chap called Dave Paradi also researched. And there are three main areas. And if you look at them carefully, it's not surprising that it's actually what people are saying. As I said, not to do with how they look or how they sound. So number one complaint, for example, almost 3/4 of the audience, that's a big chunk, are saying that the speaker is not engaging or that they read. Ever seen that before? I certainly have. Almost half say that they read full sentences and or there are just too many bullets. You know what bullets do? They tend to kill people. So don't bore them with death by PowerPoint and thousands of bullets. And again, almost half said that the font size, the letter sizes are just either too small or incorrect, or they are the poor colors. So you can see from my slide, there are three main points there, very clearly labeled and not too many bullets at all. But interestingly, what I got out of this was the fact that it's always about what the speaker says, what's coming out of their mouth. And really interesting about that is it directly coincides with the research that I know I've presented to you before by Albert Mehrabian in terms of how you look accounts for 55% of your impact, how you sound 38% of your impact, and guess what? Only a tiny little 7% is what you say, the words that you say. Now let's flick back again to this one. So if we flick back to here, you can see that the presentation complaints, let's look at that again in a little bit closer detail. Not engaging enough, the speaker reads. Point number one. The middle one, full sentences and too many bullets. And the third one, small font size or incorrect or poor colors. Again, research done thoroughly by Dave Paradi. All of those three together, those main complaints are always about what the speaker says. And look at that. It's only 7% of the impact that you have when you're communicating. And that could be an internal or an external presentation. External presentations, generally to people you don't know. Internally, perhaps to your colleagues, to your management committee, to a cycle meeting, to a town hall meeting, whatever it might be. If you're boring your audience with font size that's too small, too many long sentences, turning around and reading from the screen rather than looking at your audience and delivering something with greater impact in terms of your voice inflection, how you sound, the pauses, the peaks and the troughs, and how you look. Are you supporting your message with your gestures? Are you gesturing appropriately? Or are you just talking to the screen, looking behind you and not necessarily putting any energy into your voice or moving your hands at all in terms of gestures to support your message? So that was it really, just a very short snippet in terms of next time you're designing a presentation, remember, keep it short, keep it simple. Make sure all the points you make are very clearly designed, very clearly thought out. So you don't have to have 15 or 12 or 15 different bullets on the same slide. You're not having to turn around to the screen and read it. You're not having to trip yourself over because not only is the screen too busy, you're having to look around, your voice is being projected in the wrong way, you're losing your eye contact by not looking at the audience. And there are all sorts of pitfalls with having those difficult slides to read. So if you have got the opportunity to rework your slides before you give a presentation, remember, simplicity is best. Make sure that your key message from your slide is absolutely clear and that whatever action they need to take from that key message is also very clear. Remember, so my two easy tips are keep your presentation short and simple And the other one, which I know you've heard me say before, is less is more. The less you say, the more importance everything you say has. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Laith. I hope you're well. Have a great day.